So we had some pretty big news that dropped over the weekend that I wanted to share with you guys. And honestly, I haven't seen nearly as much talk about this as I thought I would. New medical report, Biden had cancer treatment. All cancerous tissue was successfully removed. A new report from White House physician Dr. Kevin O'Connor shows that President Joe Biden was treated for skin cancer and all cancerous tissue was successfully removed. 2 weeks ago, Biden completed his annual physical with positive results. He's a healthy, vigorous 80-year-old male who is fit to successfully execute the duties of the presidency, according to O'Connor's report. That report also noted one small lesion on the president's chest was excised today and sent for a traditional biopsy. Results are pending. On Friday, O'Connor sent an update to the White House detailing those results, which showed the lesion was cancerous. But the president was treated preemptively and is in the clear. And so here's the statement, memorandum for Karine Jean-Pierre, assistant to the president and White House press secretary, from Kevin O'Connor, the physician. President Biden's February 16th, 2023 dermatologic procedure. So it happened at Walter Reed. He had a skin lesion removed from his chest as part of a comprehensive health assessment. The tissue was sent for a traditional biopsy. As expected, the biopsy confirmed the small lesion was basal cell carcinoma. All cancerous tissue was successfully removed. The area around the biopsy site was treated presumptively with electrodesiccation and curettage at the time of the biopsy. It's always funny listening to non-medical people try to read medical terms. Basal cell carcinoma lesions do not tend to spread or metastasize as some more serious skin cancers, such as melanoma. They do, however, have the potential to increase in size, resulting in a more significant issue, as well as increased challenges for surgical removal. The site of the biopsy has healed nicely, and the president will continue dermatologic surveillance as part of his ongoing comprehensive health care. Okay, so Biden had cancer, and it was treated. And again, I haven't seen much talk about this. Now, look, in my mind, is this something that, now, based on this, he shouldn't run for president again? No, I mean, Bernie literally had a heart attack in the middle of his campaign, and I was still supporting him. Why? Because it's about the policies. That's the most important thing, is the policies. What's your vision? Are you going to fight for these things? And in the case of Biden, look, he's no Bernie, and I'm certainly much more critical of Joe Biden than I am of Bernie Sanders, but this alone is not hey, it's over. But it will be curious to see, and we're never really going to know this, but would this affect your normie's perspective of him, right? Like, would this make a normie go, I don't know. Maybe, I mean, he's really old. He clearly has trouble communicating. And now you add on the fact he had cancer. It's just, there's a lot of things adding up. So is your normie going to say, okay, dude, just please go relax on a beach somewhere in Florida and just take it easy and sip mojitos the rest of your life? I don't know how the normie is going to react. I don't. In the case of Bernie, it really did not have any effect at all. If anything, he went up in the polls after his heart attack. Right at the end of when he was recovering, AOC came out and endorsed him, and it seemed like he never really lost that much ground after his heart attack, and he went up and up, and so it'll be interesting. I don't think this is going to have much of an effect on the polls in any way, shape, or form. I really don't. And again, I'd vote for Bernie's dead body over a living corporate Democrat. So I'd be a massive hypocrite if I said the cancer means that, he's got no chance of winning or he shouldn't run. I just think that's kind of a hacky argument. The only question mark in my mind, again, is how is your normie going to react to this? Is the normie going to take this into consideration? Given the evidence we had with Bernie, I don't think your normie is going to hold this against him. It seems like we've gotten to a point where some things that used to be viewed as scandals in politics really are just not anymore. Like affairs is another one. No, nobody bats an eyelash at an affair. You had, Trump with the whole Stormy Daniels thing, and he didn't budge a point in the polls when that happened. And whether it's Trump or Bill Clinton went up with the whole Monica Lewinsky scandal in the polls. So certain things just don't seem to affect politics like conventional wisdom might seem to indicate. And I think medical issues is another one of those things. Now, I'm not an expert. I'm not a doctor. I have no idea if this is indicative of him having other health issues as well. I don't know. But I guess it's good he got the treatment, and it's good that it was taken care of. And again, I haven't seen much talk about this, but I thought it was interesting enough to bring up here on the show. Even though I'm not a fan of the president, I wish him a full recovery. Seems like that already may be the case. By the way, skin cancer is most of my personal run-ins with the skin cancer issue. I've never had it, but I've known a few people who have. And it seems like every example is exactly like this. Like they just remove the thing and they're like, yeah, you're good. You're done. It's over. So it seems to be one of the like less bad ones, I guess. You know, like pancreatic is supposed to be the big one where it's like it's a wrap. The only person who's survived for a very long time with pancreatic cancer that I know of is Ruth Bader Ginsburg. I think Patrick Swayze had it and it just got obliterated by it. So that's one of the worst ones. I think skin is one of the least bad ones, although there is no such thing, I don't think, as a good cancer. So, anyway, there you have it. The president had cancer. It was removed. We'll see if there are other health issues that pop up in the future, but in terms of how this is going to impact his choice moving forward or his decision to run, I don't think it's going to have any impact whatsoever, to be honest. If you want to see me and Crystal Ball interview legends like Noam Chomsky, Cornel West, and more, subscribe to Crystal, Kyle, and Friends on Substack. $5 a month gets you the video version a day early. Remember, we take 0 ad dollars for this podcast. Or you can sign up on Substack for free and get the audio version a day later. Link in the video description box below.